All right, guys, should be a good one. I got 7 crypto predictions, which I want to share in this video, that I'm pretty convinced about. It's not me saying this is guaranteed going to happen, and if you don't follow this, you're going to lose all your money. No, it's predictions. Predictions are often wrong, not just by me, but just in general, okay? But these are 7 things that I think are pretty likely. And you can do with that information whatever you want, but I'm putting my money where my mouth is. So let's get right into that. Welcome to the Fomo Factory. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn that bell notification on. Let me know what your predictions are for this cycle. Let's get into number uno. Number 1, blurry edits. Make it look professional. Well, I'm actually a stupid Dutch YouTuber. Meme coins are not sustainable. I saw a tweet from CDFI's founder, and this actually led me to saying this in this video. He said, it's a weird stage in the market. More tokens are now being created daily on pump.fun than the number of new people entering crypto, literally. What do you think will happen next? And what I honestly think is enough people will get rocked / disappointed that they will eventually quit the meme coin casino and we can finally move on. And with move on, I mean, stop fucking around. Meme coins are not necessarily a bad thing, but platforms like pump.fun, it's literally giving scammers a platform, right? There are no developers, no people with good intentions, just people that want to make money or are literally bored. It's like a disease to the space. Pump.fun is terrible. I hate it. I think it's a really, really, really bad thing. Not the platform itself, but the people that use it. And unfortunately, there are so many bad people in crypto that the platform is now actually a bad thing, in my opinion. However, that's not my prediction. Meme coins, not sustainable. And with not sustainable, I mean in the way that it is right now. Of course, one of the first coins was Dogecoin. Dogecoin is still there in the top 10 for Christ's sake. So of course, meme coins in general are sustainable, but the meme coin hype as we know it right now will not go on for the rest of the cycle. I remember in 2021 we had Super Fuck Floki Spacecom Rocket Elon Ship Shiba Shak created, I would say, on pump.fun. That was like literally a random coin that went to like a $50 million market cap. That period lasted not for long though, and after that we got, you know, on with the gaming, the DeFi, whatever, the sustainable narratives actually. And I think that this time is exactly the same. Numero 2. It doesn't make sense and I'm not Spanish, but alt season will start end of the year, beginning next year. And I'm saying end of the year, beginning next year, because if I say alt season will start end of the year, that's bullshit. That's me talking shit because I don't know. All I can do is look at the charts, and I made a video about when I think alt season is going to start. And there were 6, 7 charts that showed it, and they lead me to believe that it's end of the year, beginning next year. Mostly because it's just cyclical behavior. And for the people that say, but this time is going to be different, you, sir, are like not so wise if you ask me, because so far the cycle is yet again exactly the same. So betting against it, like from, well, it's been the same for 15 years, but next week it's gotta be different. I wouldn't be so sure about that, sir. And if it's also in the coming months not different, then we can see our third alt season, end of the year, beginning next year. But to give you a little idea, this is one of the charts that I was looking at in that video. If you haven't seen that video, do check it out. We'll make sure to pop it up above right now. The alt season video, everybody likes that, I think. Altcoins, money, alt season, I don't know. But this is the Bitcoin dominance, right? And once Bitcoin dominance goes up, altcoins are getting fucked, right? And it's actually always the case that altcoins are either boring or fucked in a total period of 3 years, and then post-halving year we get an alt season. We had it here in 2017 and we had it in 2021, and now it's nicely waiting for 2025 to happen again, and that's kind of where we are getting rejected right now, end of the year. Number 3, I can act normal right now. The cycle will end Q3/4 2025. It's a controversial take right now, I know, because everybody is for some reason saying this cycle is going to be shorter. Again, this is going to be different because Bitcoin went like 0.5% above its all-time high for a few days before the halving. And that's why the whole cycle is completely fucked up right now. This time, it's not going to be different. Also, when it comes to that, I strongly believe in the 4-year cycle until the charts and the cycle has proven otherwise. Again, people always find a reason to say why this time is going to be different. But like said many times, we had a worldwide pandemic. The whole world was on lock. Everything changed. The monetary policy system, the way of working with each other, the whole financial system. It was different. Everything was different. And it didn't do shit to the cycle, right? Within the cycle, from top to top, I call that within the cycle, or bottom to bottom, whatever. Within the cycle, it went down very hard and it went up very hard. But overall, if COVID didn't happen, we would have probably just gone sideways right here and did what we did, right? So if that cannot change the 4-year cycle, then I feel like what can, man? What can? Therefore, I believe that the 4-year cycle is really intact. We had the top end of 2013, we had the top end of 2017, we have the top end of 2021. So top end of 2025 is just way more likely than, well, you know, January 2025. Like, why? Like, of course, therefore I say Q3/Q4. It could be different by a couple of months, right? But not by a complete year, right? In the last cycle as well, we went up. And then April, you know, it topped out. And then we went down with like 50%. And people said, yeah, different. And then the market was like, what? No, fuck you, man. Here we go, bye. Wasn't different, right? Wasn't different. So we could, of course, see such a top as well this cycle. And maybe not a full top back to these highs at the end of 2025. And we might not see a double top. We might see a blow-off top, whatever. I don't think it's going to be different by a full year or something that people are calling right now, right? The 4-year cycle is really much intact. Like I said, tops every 4 years. The bottoms happen every 4 years. Of course, the presidential election happens every 4 years. The halving happens every 4 years. What else happens every 4 years? My bank account gets wrecked every 4 years. It's all every 4 years, and that hasn't changed. Also, around the halving, we've seen a 39% drop, a 38% drop, 38% drop excluding COVID. We're now sitting at a 30 to 33% drop. Even the dip, whatever we call it, that we're having right now, is super cyclical, right? If you would trade this cycle purely based on the other cycles, you could have seen this coming, right? You could have really seen this dip coming. And now people be like, yeah, but it's because of whatever, Japan, right? On the other hand, you could have also been like, hey, we always get a crash in this area, in this period of the cycle. So I can already tell you that. What the news is going to be, I don't know, but we are getting the crash. So the 4-year cycle is super intact. We have had everything that we had in the previous cycles, except for the parabolic phase yet. And that usually happens end halving year, so end of this year. My next prediction, I like controversial predictions, by the way. My next prediction is that gaming will be huge. I see a lot of people saying right now, gaming is dead, right? Gaming is dead. Are you sure? Search how many people are actually gamers right now. It's never been less dead. Also, crypto is getting more and more adoption. The combination is being made easier and easier over time as well. And the quality of games is getting really crazy within crypto. It really goes hand in hand. And if you look at the biggest previous cycle gaming altcoin, which was Axie Infinity, I don't know if you ever looked up Axie Infinity, actually, how it actually looks. It's not that great actually. It's fucked up. It's like, come on. I get Tourette's from it, man. It looks like games for 6 years old, made by 6 years olds. And if you look at the market cap back then, it went all the way to a $12 billion market cap. 12 billion. Burra with a B from Burra. What? 12 billion. It's absolutely crazy. And if you look at games like Decentraland or Sandbox, these had valuations. Like, I think that Mana, from the top of my head, 4 billion or something like that. I don't know exactly. Whoa, 7 billion. This is the worst looking piece of crap ever designed, okay? And it went to 7 billion. 7 billion, bro. If you look at the games that there are right now, Off the Grid, X-Verse, Chrono Forge, whatever, name something. There's a lot. Looks so much better right now. Now, even the games that are out now, which are out for a while, like Wilder World, for example, or Star Atlas, whatever, Illuvium just dropped. Crazy. The quality is insane. It's not about the quality, though, in this case, in this stage of the market. It's now about the adoption, right? Gaming is now not even comparable to what it was 3-4 years ago in crypto. But it's there now, not the people yet with the money yet, right? And that all depends on monetary policy. Is QE coming? Is the money printer being turned on? And if that's going to happen, that money is going to flow into gaming big time. And another prediction that kind of goes hand in hand, there will be a crypto game that completely goes mainstream, like with not even in Web3, but in Web2. And it could very well be off the grid. But even when it not comes to that, there will be more games that do something similar. And there will be something huge within gaming. And then you will also see NFTs coming back. You know, these things that were also dead before they had a sick run in 2021. Don't fade this whole niche, really. I'm mostly invested in there. Not sure. Nothing will flip Bitcoin. And I think we can all agree that that's the case. But there are always people that say, well, this is the next Bitcoin. This is the next Bitcoin. Ethereum is going to flip Bitcoin. Solana is going to flip-flop Ethereum, which is going to flip-flop Bitcoin. Nothing is going to flip Bitcoin. Bitcoin and altcoins are not even comparable. Bitcoin is, as they say, a store of value, but especially since it's now getting so mainstream as the ETFs are there. And I know that there are as well for Ethereum and maybe in the future for other altcoins, but that's as like more of a tech stock, right? Where Bitcoin is really the safe play. I think we all agree that like if you have to put your money in crypto somewhere for the next 15 years, what would it be? I would never dare to do that in an altcoin. If it would be an altcoin, it would be Ethereum, but no other altcoin, I'm convinced that it will still be here in 15 years. I remember last cycle, like in 2017, like EOS and NEO and whatever, these kind of things, and XRP, they are the future, right? And they are going to take over. What, like, XRP is like being a stable coin at number 7 right now, but the others are not even there anymore, right? And who knows, we can say the same thing about our Solanas and whatever in a couple of years, because technology improves as well, right? So there will be something better by then. Bitcoin will always be there because nothing can literally replace it. Bitcoin already has a monopoly on this whole market. There is no second best. My next prediction is that crypto launchpads are going to make a huge comeback. That's also why I invested most of my money in crypto launchpads. For the people that don't know what crypto launchpads are, it's basically a platform that usually has a token. You can stake that token and then it gives you access to new crypto launches, which you can buy before they hit the market. And that's in peak bull where the like really hundreds of X's are coming from. And launchpads are therefore very valuable in a market that's going up, but very useless in a market that's going down, because if people don't have money, then why would they want to buy new tokens, right? Let's first keep our money with the current tokens in the first place. But if we're talking about peak bull, I think launchpads are going to be crazy. And what's funny is that if you, for example, look at the leading launchpad, which is Cetify, last bull market, it went from a $6 million market cap or so, all the way to a $340 million market cap. And in the bear market, they got completely wrecked, of course. They went back from 340 to like 30 or so, went down 11 times, right? Went down harder than the rest of the market. But end of last year, beginning this year, when altcoins were doing meh, okay, you know, not alt season or anything, but just well because Bitcoin did well, Cetify, if you look at the market cap, made a new all-time high. It went to $350 million market cap, right? And that's a run, like I said, without an alt season, without Bitcoin making new all-time highs or anything. It's written on the wall that if Launchpad, and this is just Cetify, but there are a lot of other Launchpads as well, they outperformed the rest of the market, right? So that gives you kind of a preview of like, hey, when alt season is here, watch these coins. Here you go. I made it really easy for you. And there are still people like, nah, I'm not going to buy Launchpads. Are you stupid? Like, this is the play to do. This is the thing. This is it, right? It's that like altcoins are per definition high risk. Otherwise, I would have gone all in into this, right? I think that if you allocate a portfolio mostly to launchpads and gaming, that you will do very well in this market. Okay, last prediction, a bonus one. I don't know, it just came into my head and I thought it would be funny. Let me know yours as well when it comes to this. The top 10 peak bull. So if it plays out to end of 2025, let's take a look by then how the top 10 will look like. And I will give you my prediction about that. And I'm already going to tell you, I'm going to be wrong. So you can come back by then at this video and be like, oh, you had it wrong. Yeah, who the fuck is going to guess this right? If you guess this right, you win $50,000. Really. So leave a comment. Okay, I should be careful with what I say. $10,000. But still, you're not going to guess it. But let me try at least. Okay, so the top 10 currently is Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, BNB, Solana, USDC, XRP, Staked ETH, TON, and Dogecoin. All right, so how I think the top 10 is going to look like, and I will type it on my other screen as well, so I can show you later. Number 1 is going to stay Bitcoin. I think that's pretty clear. I mean, nothing is going to flip Bitcoin is my other prediction, so it would be a little weird if I say that it was number 1. Number 2, it is going to be Ethereum. Right? I know a lot of people hate Ethereum, and it's mostly because it's just like the gas fees are really high, but it's nothing that they can't solve in the future. Ethereum is the, let me say this, the only blue chip altcoin actually. It really established, like, why do I say that? It's always going neck on neck with Bitcoin, actually, right? And it's been number 2 for, like, forever, basically. It's Bitcoin is gold, Ethereum is silver. That's just what it is, man. And although Ethereum is very much hated right now, it was also hated in 2021, and then it took off. Number 3 is, in my opinion, not going to be USDT. Because in peak bull, this USDT is going to be deployed into coins, of course, and therefore the market cap is getting lower while these other coins are getting higher. It's getting hard, man. I do think that USDT will stay in the top 10, but more like maybe lower down the list, maybe number 9 or something. So let's say 9 is USDT. I'm showing you the list when it's done, but it's just funny to do, right? Nobody's watching this anyway. Who the fuck gives a shit about what the fuck I'm thinking? Then, number 3 is, yeah, I do think that if Solana keeps on going, that it could sustainably outperform BNB. Binance Smart Chain is, of course, the 2021 chain. Everybody was building on that. It was way too easy, way too many scams. Yeah, it's exactly what Solana is in this cycle. Exactly. So number 3 is going to be Solana. I think that's a top 3, which is very likely, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Number 4 could be BNB, right? BNB won't go away. Definitely not. The chain is too big. The total value locked is too high. It's still the chain. I think that the Lido staked ETH is getting replaced and getting out of the top 10. Because later in the cycle, not many people are going to stake anymore. I hope, at least, because you don't want to put your money, like, you want to keep your money liquid. So that's getting out. I think Dogecoin is going to get kicked out. I think Ton will stay. Ton could be number 5, maybe. Ton, number 5. XRP is going to get out. It's a fucking miracle that it's still even here. Who the fuck is buying that crap still? But okay. Then we have to replace some other things which can go into the top 5. 10. Casper has a chance, man. Casper really has a chance. I mean, it has such a long way to go. It really has a really long way to go. But if you look how it performs during a non-alt season, I think in an alt season it could do really well. And if gas hits like maybe $1, you know, that's a 5x. It's $20 billion market cap currently. That would put it around between staked ETH and Ton. By that time, these coins will also be higher, of course. So that would not put gas in the top 10. So it has to do more than a 5x from here. But in a good alt season bull market, I think it's good. So let's say gas is going to be number 6. I think USDC will stay here as well. But I'm putting that at 8. Then we have number 6, 7, and 10 to go. And this is going to be really hard. This is going to be really hard. I'm showing you my... so number 1, Bitcoin. 2, Ethereum. 3, Solana. 4, BNB. 5, Ton. Oh, wait, we had gas, right? Where did I have it? I'm going to put it at 7 because it really has a long way to go. Then. I think Avalanche has a chance, actually. Why? Because it is already really close to the top 10. Not even a 2x away from there. And yeah, if everything happens like I kind of expected would happen, like with the gaming narrative on Avalanche and off the grid, etc., then Avalanche could be the new Solana. Has such a rally as Solana, maybe. So I think Avalanche could be in the list as well, and that might be. Let's put that at. Let me. If AVEX has a chance, AVEX really has a chance. And then number 10, yeah, that's the question, man. That's really the question. I don't think it's gonna be a meme coin. Although Doge might, right? Like it might. Cardano for sure not. Cardano is gonna drop hard. XRP is gonna drop hard. I think Shiba Inu is gonna drop hard. Bitcoin Cash, what the fuck is that still doing there? Well, yeah, I don't know. It might be something like, I want to say Render, but it really has a long way to go. But if the AI narrative really plays out, it could be. But then again, BitTensor also has a chance to do so. It's a higher cap than Render. This is going to be a long shot. But I'm going with my guts. I'd say render. And remember that if that happens, Render is now sitting at a $2 billion market cap. To even get into the top 10, it kind of has to do with 10x from this point, right? Compared to the rest of the market. So if the rest of the market from here 5x, then Render has to do more like a 50x. So is it going to be hard? Fucking hard. Is it going to be likely? No, but I just don't know what the alternative is going to be. Is it impossible? No, nothing is, right? Like a couple of years ago when you would have told me like Dogecoin is going to be $15 billion market, I was like, dude, give me that weed. So this is my top 10 prediction. Let me know if you agree, which you probably don't, right? This is so specific. No, I think nobody agrees with this. But I would say at least with the top 3, we can agree. A lot of people, I think at least. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB, TON, AVAX, Caspa, USDC, USDT, and Render. But I want to cover myself. Or Doge. Doge is the blue chip meme coin, man. So that's it for today, guys. Let me know what you think of it. Give me your top 10. I'm so freaking curious what people think the top 10 is going to look like. For now, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on. There's a link down below in the comments or the description where you can check out the Patreon, where I drop exclusive videos, show you my portfolio, do private sales for good projects that are yet to come out. We have influence wallet trackers so you can see what the big people are buying and selling, which could be a lot of help. It helped me a lot at least. So check it out and yeah, leave your comments about whatever the hell. This is going to be controversial. I'm making more enemies than friends with this video, I think. But hey, things has to be said, man. It's just always have to be one stupid Dutch guy that fucks it all up.